So I talked about my friend Matthew, who actually has a channel now. He is, he's Dutch, and I made the channel for him, and I gave it to him and everything. And if you're wondering what the text says, which is his channel title, which is what shows up in my sub box, is it translates in Dutch according to Google Translate, which is normally wrong, grammar wise. It says family comes first because he's like really big on his family. So I put that in there and all that. Customized the channel, gave him a bunch of favorites and cool stuff like that. Anyway, shout out to him. Please subscribe to him if you subscribe to me. You should be anyway, because you should be subscribing to my whole sub box when you click to subscribe to me. It normally happens. If it doesn't, then just tell me there's something wrong there. But anyway, okay, let's get back on topic. So, first week of high school done. First time I've ever met someone with the same birthday as me. December 11th. So, looks like my teacher and I are going to be sharing. And the funny thing is, December 10th is like the last day before spring break. Or, I mean, winter break, Christmas break, whatever you want to call it. It's the last day before Christmas break. So, we get to like. His name's Mr. Yarrow. And come to think of it, if he's in this video, if he's watching this or whatever, it's Saturday now. And actually today, it's 12:30 in the morning Saturday, but it's Saturday. Today's the pay-per-view, which I get to see James Toney, if he's really what he appears to be, and the rumor and truth that he's been MMA side job 5 years. I don't know, because like Couture has been an MMA fighter for 13 years. Tony's been a fighter for 22 total. Not just an MMA fighter, he's just been a fighter. So that can be a good thing or a bad thing. But I'm not going to talk too much about that. Back to what I was saying. I got a kid named Kofi. Both of his parents are from a coast in Africa. His name's Kofi, and I cannot pronounce his last name. But, a girl in our class, and let's see here. I'm not really gonna. I don't think she would appreciate me saying too much about her, other than the fact that she claims to be the most negative person in the school. And I will bet my right arm that she is. Jeez. And Matt, Matt, we'll go with Matt. He's let's see here, Kofi is a junior. Nicole is the girl's name. Nicole is a 3-year freshman. She's 17. I don't know how much she'd appreciate me saying that. Ooh, sorry, Nicole. And, Matt, we'll get to Bill in a minute. Matt, who is, he's interested in music, and this rapper chick who looks Nikki something. She's really hot, and he's like this playa. Like, we make jokes about him in school all the time because, he sits there and he claims that he's dating a girl outside of school, but he's always going up to random girls and talking to them. And then when he talks about, today when he was talking about this Nikki chick, she's like a really hot rapper. She's like black and Asian combination. She's like Tiger Woods, only she and I don't even need to go into that. But she, and he's like, man, that's the only woman I'll be faithful to. And Miss Villarreal, who went from Aragon to Langham, so I get her again this year, which is good. Carm is awesome. Matthew taught me how to suck up, and now Miss Awesome gives me freaking candy every day. It's sweet. Oh yes, I was talking about my wrestling class in the first video, but I really didn't get too in depth about it. They have this thing called Hell Week. You do all this crazy crap. You run like 5 what they call monster miles. You do freaking squats across the football field and all this. Now, this monster mile thing, first off. Um, Basically what you do is 3/4 of the mile you run around the track. Then you run the rest of the fourth of a mile up and down the bleachers. So 5 of those a day. Yeah, no, seriously though, that's a mile and a fourth that you would be running up and down bleachers total. So, what I want to know is why everyone, like, see, me, I mean, if it's in the middle of the workout and the guys are just freaking beating me at running with their head backwards and crap like that, I'm not gonna be happy at that moment. But you know, at the end of the day, I walk home, or walk to the next period. I have wrestling first. I walk home, or the next period to wherever from Hell Week each and every day. I promised him too. I will go up to a random person, smile, give them a thumbs up, and say that was awesome. Because I love busting my ass. I love busting my ass. And see, I have a goal to make a varsity freshman. And not many people can do that unless they're really good. So, I'm going to try it. Also, apparently practices, you're expected to be there at 5:30 in the morning. Do you know how, oh god, it's going to be crap for me to wake up that early, but oh well. So, see, that's the thing I don't like. Everyone in my class is so negative about it. They're like, oh, you're going to be so tired and all this. I'm gonna burn how many calories in a week, and I'm gonna get how much muscle from all this and all that, and I'm gonna prove how many people wrong. Because see, that's the thing. This wrestling is what, 45 minutes to an hour, 55 minutes, somewhere around there. So basically, that's that long of a workout. God, MMA workout, I'll tell you, every workout is harder than what they're telling me. I don't know if it's that they're drama queens or they're just trying to scare the new guys or if they're just not in shape or what. But, I mean, I know that I'm going to definitely feel it. But they have completely wrong attitudes from what I was taught to think. I was taught to think, and I was kind of thinking like this anyway, you know, if you go in to a workout and you're like struggling and you keep going, guess what? You walk home more tired. You know what that means? You walk home more happy. My dead sensei, give a little shout out to there. He said an interesting line. He said that pain will only last as long as you let it, but the pride gained from it will be there even when you're not, or when you're gone, whatever you want to say. But yeah, so it's really a great line. I definitely agree with it. It's, if you wanted a Chinese proverb, it's not Chinese. Well, actually, I don't really know what nationality that would come from because probably everyone freaking says it, but oh well. Everyone just has really bad attitude toward it, and it's gonna be so funny to see the look in the guy's eyes when I'm on my knees panting. I look up at him, smile, give a thumbs up, just like I promised, and just like I promised say, that was awesome. I just want to see, I will bet you so much that the way these guys act towards it, they've never seen a guy do that before. They just don't have the right mindset. So I wanna see what they'll think. I know that wrestling, I'm not gonna be able to strike, It's what they call folk style. Back in my father's wrestling, that was in his high school, and so it was a while back. And in back then, I don't think there was even a such thing as folk style, because folk style is based on high school wrestling. Not they took collegiate back then, so. And basically, folk style was actually created for high school. And so we go and we see this folk style wrestling, and I can implement judo into it. I don't know what all is legal and not. I know that you have to control them, and you have to take your knee when you're slamming them, because you have to control how hard their impact is and all that. People don't realize exactly how good judo can be, or at least there's one throw that can define wrestling with judo, and that's drop tsunagi. The high tie-up that you always see in wrestling matches is drop tsunagi starting position. Oh, and here's the best part. You're taking your knee. You take your knee and you're controlling them. And even if you do it like really fast, the ref doesn't really see them getting slammed nearly as hard as they're being slammed, because he's used to people getting picked up 5 feet in the air and just bomb down. It doesn't look like that hard of a slam. I mean, I still have control over whether I freaking kill him or not, but, and I'm not going to, obviously, but it's a hard throw, and people have never seen it before. So, or they might have, but, chances are they hadn't prepared for a freshman in his first wrestling match of his life doing a judo throw and pinning them in 10 seconds just because they're so stunned. Because, see, that's the other thing. When you have to take your knee like that, you can't pick, if you pick them up all the way above your head, sorry about the hairy armpits, but pick them up all the way above your head, like you have your arms fully extended like a show, it would still won't be that hard of a slam, and it get called on you because you weren't controlling how hard you were slamming them. So, see, it's such a great move to have for wrestling. I'm going to go back into my British accent now. But that's pretty much all, because I've been vlogging for almost 30 minutes. Shoutouts are, no dirty pun intended, going to be long and hard. So, my first pod is actually publishing now. I've published, okay, let's go to the page. MMA Ninjitsu's webcam vlog. And I always have to freaking check which vlog I'm on. And so this is going to be my 19th. This is going to be number 20 because it's going to be part 2 of 19. First day at, or no, first week. First week at high school. Allow comments approval only. I've had people friend me just to try to freaking spam, and they still didn't succeed. That was the funniest part. Some real failure of people on YouTube, but nonetheless, this is my shoutouts. Evan Bly. Pretty much everyone in my sub box. A shout out to this guy named Teen MMA Fights. That's like his name, because people think that they aren't fighters or anything, but their original fight that went the full 3 rounds, one guy broke his wrist, the other shattered a couple ribs, and I only know this because of an honest comment from him, because I was sending him fan mail. So, shout out to him. Xbox Ahoy, he has probably the best Modern Warfare 2 weapons guides on YouTube, and it's really great. I really like his videos. Light Dark Neutral, Jump Up Boy 333, they could use some more popularity. I'm about to run out of time. So everyone in my sub box too, Fly Blue Angels and Prisoner of My Own Hell. Thank you guys too. Bye. Once I